Thomas Academy for over 2,000 days. I've seen a countless number of senior speeches ranging in their ideas and messages. Each year since 7th grade, I've wondered what would be the best senior speech idea. Many different speech ideas have popped into my head, and each one made me think even harder and harder about leaving my legacy and a positive message for the STA community. With each of these lessons I've learned, I've always thought, what was the greatest of these lessons? I could name off sports experiences or things I've learned through clubs and activities such as crack drill in my years. In fact, I spent countless nights sitting in my room, staring into the oblivion, just thinking, debating, and challenging all of my ideologies to figure out the best message I could deliver to the Corps cadets. But suddenly, it hit me. It hit me harder than Dean Simmons' forbidden pre-workout in his first period economics class, usually hitting me at the line of, Raskowski, what is the opportunity cost of a Bang energy drink, Raskowski? Or another typical Mr. Simmons quotes. It hit me harder than a freight train. In fact, it absolutely smacked me in the face. The most influential experience in my life has been Call of Duty Black Ops 2. You may be thinking to yourself, what kind of moron would write their senior speech about a video game? In particular, a video game released when the 6th graders were infants. Well, I would. I could tell you this was the perfect idea when I presented it to Mr. Hoverson and asked me if I was even able to use a video game to hear back a typical, well, I guess. And, I mean, it's plain and simple why I chose this. I learned to have grit. More importantly, I learned to teach myself how to have a work ethic. Where were you on November 12, 2012, the day Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was released? Well, I don't know either because I'm not you. But before I begin to explain the awesome experiences I had playing COD as a youngin', I need to take you back to 2012 when I acquired the beautiful game. I remember it like yesterday, in fact. I was at my mom's old dentist office right behind Robert Street in West St. Paul. Before 2014, there was a glorious Blockbuster store. I'm extremely sorry for everyone in this building who was never able to experience the beautiful movie and rental games store in their lifetimes. I walked into my mom's dental office for the typical yearly teeth cleaning. I finished and walked up to my dad's car, and he wanted to go to Blockbuster to rent a movie. I remember entering the store and seeing a great yellow sign explaining how the store would be closing permanently soon, and that they were selling some items at a set price instead of their typical renting system. And then I saw it. A glorious PlayStation 3 title of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I was attracted to it like a fly, just ramming into a light bulb over and over. It wouldn't leave my sight. I grabbed the game with shaking hands and slowly worked up the courage to ask my dad for the game, which he almost immediately said no. I was broken. I was defeated. But somehow, he looked back on the back and saw that there's a feature in the game menu where he could turn off the graphics. He reluctantly agreed, and my dreams of becoming a COD god had just begun. I hopped on the game and played it consistently that weekend with my dad's supervision. The game was a very simple first-person shooter, the zombies mode consisting of a large variety of maps in a futuristic environment. I remember being extremely bad when I first started playing, but it was just a start. Every day after elementary school, I would come back from St. Joe's School in West St. Paul and hop on COD. The elementary school is built only for academic weapons. Some notable scholars that come out of St. Joe's include Roman Metzger, Anthony Bickford, Daniel Kramer, Tommy Simmons, George Stiebecken, and Jack Chamberlain. My typical routine after school consisted of me almost doing my homework instantly and then hopping back onto Call of Duty. During my time playing Black Ops 2, the first lesson I learned was self-reliance and independence. When I first started my COD career, I was absolute garbage. My KD, or kill to death ratio, was somewhere around 0.3, and I was basically a bot running around with no consciousness. I wanted to give up countless times, but the only way to truly get better was simply playing the game more. I didn't at the time realize how some things aren't just handed to you, and dedication and hard work leads to results. I kept working and sharpening my skills to eventually become an absolute beast at COD. I was so good, I even unlocked Diamond Camel, which involves unlocking around 100 other camos, which I don't even think I could do now. Picture this, you're a 25-year-old who just got home from your 9-to-5 job, and you decide to hop on your PlayStation 3 to play some Black Ops 2. Suddenly, you get absolutely no scope by Super Kid 2-105 and hear, "Get crapped on, kid!" Usually hearing a response of, "Shut up, squeaker," or another line along that. Although I would blatantly get cyberbullied for my high-pitched, prepubescent voice, this leads me into my next lesson. I learned grit through realizing that some people, no matter what your circumstances held, would still try to bring you down. Again, you're probably wondering how an 8-year-old learns grit through a video game and a self-independency, but I did it. Simple moments when I was younger like this truly affected me in my later years of my life up to my present. I never knew just how influential a game could be until I look back at it later. Mom and Dad, thank you for always being there for me and trusting me throughout the years. I'm extremely grateful for you too, and I'm sorry I wrote my senior speech on Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I love you both. To Elizabeth, thank you for the guidance you gave me throughout the years. You taught me countless things, and I truly cannot thank you for what you've done, and I couldn't ask for a better sister. Also, I'm sorry I'm clearly the better-looking sibling. Now, before I end my speech, remember that sometimes in life you will learn lessons from unexpected situations. If you would have told me a year ago that my senior speech would have been on a video game, I honestly wouldn't have believed you. Looking back, however, I wouldn't change up this experience my elementary school self had for anything. I challenge you to think about a time or situation that you thought wouldn't be memorable and you learned a crucial lesson. Remember to live your life out as if it were a video game, as everyone is a beginner at some point and you can only learn more if you choose to play. Thank you, and God bless.
Remember, if you're part of the Asian Student Society Club, pictures at the formation. Battalion Commander, take charge of the battalion. Staff.